Hello, Transformers fans. Jodas here, and we're back in another figure reviews. And this time, look at the Transformers Age of the Primes Voyager class Sideways from Transformer Armada. Now, not to be confused of Sideways from Cybertron, that was a previous release. Now, this version Armada is from when he was first appears. If you know who this Sideways is one of the mysterious characters who first appears episode called Gal, where he first appears. Whereas originally he was supposed to be the good guys from the movie or the show. He used to help the Autobots. But then went turned evil, but then later betrayed him after Scavenger, who turned good guys. Sideways left the team and they went joining the Decepticons. Later in the halfway for the season, and spoiler alert, now as a spoiler alert, 23 years later, I think it's premiered from 2002, turns out Sideways is actually a traitor. He's now work of Unicron, not Decepticon or the Autobots. And he becomes the secondary antagonist, but in the end, Optimus Negatron, or Galvatron, stopped in the Sideways at the Unicrons tried to destroy Cybertron, but it was quickly defeated to use a regular blaster, and it blasts a half and it kills him. And that was the last time we see him. But then, until later in Transformers Cybertron, Sideways returned for some unknown reason. It's never explained how the Sideways come back for the dead. Well, according to a Transformer wiki, he was from the end of the G1 Universe comics, he was revived, but then later is meet up with Sideways, and that was it. At the end of Cybertron, he was still alive, he didn't die, he just completely disappeared. We don't find out what happened to him. So that's all about the characters. So now let's look at the figure, but before we look at the figure itself, let's take a look at the package. Just like nice little in package. It says 23 step. Nice little image of Sideways in his robo mode, who has in his motorcycle. The other side are pretty much exactly the same. Other side has same character image. And on the back of the box, it shows a little robot mode and vehicle mode. Shows 23 step. And shows little mini cons, which is Rook and Crosswise. And it combines of Minicon combiner mirrors. That's pretty much about the package, and it's made by Hasbro from 2026. I got this at Target from the Myrtle Beach as well. Let's take a look at the Sideways in the box. Alright, we're back with the Sideways out of the package in his old mode, in motorcycle mode. It looks like he has a little rolls. Surprisingly, this not saying are pretty much a rematch and remake from 2003 of Sideways. Looks really similar. I actually had it as a kid, unfortunately lose a piece as well, so I sell it. So years later they announced, I honestly can't believe they actually perfect choice. See, he doesn't have robot junks. Oh, he comes with a little surgery. He comes with looks like a lower body that belongs to the Rook. And then sadly, it does not have, we'll get into the show one to the combiners. Now let's get into, here is in his mirror mode, Minicon combiners. Also a better look. Looks like a nice little detail. It doesn't look 100% accurate as it shows. It has weird hands that's supposed to hold the bikes. It does a little articulation, and sadly there's no head articulations, only just arms, goes in and out, full joint elbows. And it does have a little waist because of the transformation. This leg goes towards the back, goes in and out, the knee, and is toed. So that's pretty much a pose of articulation. You get a nice little pose of articulations. And now to transform to his head mode. Now first to take his now it has removable piece. Take it off. Here we have Rook in his mini-con mode. Looks a nice little detail. My only major complaint, my biggest problem, has a weird looks. There's no leg articulation, it's really unfortunate. Now as a onto this one crosswise goes and connects here to like that. Here is crosswise in his roll mode. Sadly, there's not much opposable except the legs and knees. There's no leg articulation. It's just really disappointment. I think it would be nice to have a dynamic pose articulation of these mini cons. So overall, it looks a really nice detail, but the only complaint has weird eyes on the chest as well. Onto the motorcycle itself, it looks pretty impressive. It does a little auto bicycle. If you flip it to switch to it's kind of hard to see. You have set the car mode. It does a roll everywhere else. Now the transform to onto transform to crosshairs. Sideways. First we do is unpeg as well. Then rotate around, open his legs. You can see him start rotating. Oh, first we do, let's start unpeg. Rotate your feet. Close. Okay, first I'm gonna bang on. Close. Now let's do it exactly the same. That's that. Now let's start unpeg it. Oh. Oops. Rotate around. Unpeg. Next on the back here, there's a loose peg. And there you have it. Oh, and of course, can't have without unpeg is open this and do the same like that. And that was it. And here is Rook, sideways in his robot mode. It looks like it's very close, accurate, show accurate. Now, as I mentioned before, what's to do it? Let's say take this pen. Goes a little piece. It goes connect to his here on his peg on the side. What's this kind of stupid? It has a gimmick. It looks like that. The other hand is pretty much the same. Let's all show the gimmick with his wells. So overall looks very accurate one. Let's take a look at this head sculpt looks. The head sculpt looks really nice one. It looks pretty nice close and show accurate. It has a blue visor. It has purples, yellowish plastic, goldish, and it has a Decepticon logo. If you want to flip to the Autobot symbol, what do you want to call it, no matter what side you are. I think overall, nice little figure. My only complaint is it doesn't not 100% accurate it shows as well. Now, as the weapon, he has a blaster barrel, or it has removed those two tabs. Looks like that. Looks like a nightstick. Yeah, no idea why did they choose this. That's just kind of stupid. Was I prefer the blaster barrel cannon on wrist. So other than that, this is nice little figures. Now, as our gimmick, dude, take as his head. Looks like his head like that. So let's start with Rook's head. And stir connect. So looks like this. Here we have Rook in his Autobot mode. There is closely. But only complains because in the show it's supposed to be accurate looks. There's a head on a swivel. Now on to the Decepticon's mode. Just flip his head. And here we have Crosswhite in his Decepticon mode, which is a turn evil side. Doesn't matter what they side. I think overall nice and cool features. When whatever you want to size looks. As for articulation for Sideways or Model 1, its head's on a swivel. Its head's on a swivel for 60 degrees. It does go up and down. It does a little ball joint. Its arms goes up and down, hinge, goes in and out. Bicep swivel, bend at the elbow. It does have ball joint wrists. It does have swivel waist. His leg is forwards and back, goes in and out that much. Bicep, bend at the knee, and single left right. That's pretty much it about our articulations. So there's my review of Transformer Age of the Primes Voyager Clash Sideways. Overall, I really like this figure a lot. I used to have it as a kid back in 2003. So now this brings me nostalgia is this one. I mean, you're a fan of the Transformer Unicron trilogy, but I recommend you can find this figure at the. Like I said, I got this one at Target for a Myrtle Beach for about $40. Hopefully the price goes down in the deals. I highly recommend you look for the Sideways. He's a very tough to find. So I guess you want to display it as part of your collection. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. So thanks for watching and goodbye.